live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. All right, sick. Sick. Welcome everybody. What day is today? Wednesday? Yes. We've got how many days until the 6th? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 days to finish this game. Can we do it? I don't know. I think we could do it. 12 days. We just, have to space out all of these tasks. Let's see here. On the list, we got some localization. This is going to be a doozy. I'm thinking maybe we do this additional localization as a little post-patch update, potentially. I don't know, maybe. Deagle's done for the most part. We need to work on the RPG. We need to work on the new enemies. We need to work on all the customization stuff. Today I'm gonna fix, I think, like these bugs here. These 3 bugs. That's my goal for today. These 3 bugs. I'm gonna fix these 3. Maybe this one too. Yeah. These 4. We'll get 4 tasks out of here. Yes! Yes! What can we get done in here today? We could do this. Make the aim assist on the controller a bit stronger while in midair. I don't know how I would go about doing that, but we'll figure it out. You got a medal? But yeah, welcome everybody. Oh, there's like a sidebar when you hover over it. I don't know if I like that. Oh yeah, we need to make icons for all of the Steam achievements. Icons, Steam achievements. Great. Nice. We got like 30 of them. Okay. Great. Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Some UI improvement stuff. I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. A like UI thing that pops up when you unlock it. How do you make a notification only show up like once? How do you do that? Like, I guess we could add to our save file the things that have already been, been shown on screen, I suppose. I guess. UI when unlocking things. Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing as well. Maybe we do this today. Maybe we do this today. And then the bug fixes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up Notepad. We're going to copy these tasks in here. Yes. I'm keeping track of keeping track. We're doing a double whammy. Let's try to also get this done today. Okay, just for the sake of my sanity, I'll copy how that's doing. And then this. Okay, this is the game plan for today. This is the game plan. Can we do it? I don't know. Probably not, knowing me. But if we stay focused, we can do it. How you doing, K&D? Listen, we got 12 days on the board. We need to get this done. And then maybe show platinum time required. Improve main menu stats UI. I think the thing there was I wanted to make it so you can hover over this to see the platinum time. Is there something else I can do on the UI rather than doing a hover event on the time? I wonder if I could do something different for this. Bahoa? Rather than having to hover it. You know, sniping? I have no idea. Do we show the player what the platinum time would be to beat the level? Or do I just not care? Maybe we let the player figure it out. You know what? What am I working on? Eradicating tasks that probably are useful, but I'm just going to eradicate them anyways. Oh yeah, we're getting this game done. Oh yeah, we're getting it done. In one way or another. Okay. Control A, delete, full release. All right, we'll be able to shorten this list if we get all of these things out of the way. All right, that's the plan. So first off, gun executions when the player is on the ground fires an additional bullet that can hit auto-aim enemies. So the real way would be fixing it so we don't fire the gun twice while in a gun execution. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it so you can't auto-aim while doing an execution. That's how I'm going to do it. A little bit of a duct tape fix, but actually, maybe there's a different way of doing this. Hold on. Where is gun execution? Oh, right. We fire the weapon, and then we, just in case, we also kill the enemy forcefully. Shit. Shit. Trying to think of what I could do here. Maybe we just let it happen. You know what I mean? If you do end up killing, you know, it's a bug, but if you do end up killing another guy because they're like inside of you for some reason while you're executing an enemy, you know what? Let's just let it happen. You know what, man? I'm over it, dude. What I will do though is find my auto aim system and just make it so it doesn't run while we are executing an enemy. And I think that will be at least a step forward towards somewhat avoiding this issue. Now, the real avoidance would be just making it so this doesn't fire an actual bullet. But I'm going to be honest, guys. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. No, I'm going to be honest. I can't be bothered. So let me find where auto aim is. I think it's a function on the player character. Oh. That's a lot. There's a lot going on in there. Yeah, there's a lot going on in there. Wowee. Okay, so it is doing the check overlap enemies. So what we could do a branch here, do a not. And then just make sure we're not executing an enemy. And then all is good. All is good. Then we just close this fucker. All right. That's it, I think. That's the only function that needs that. All right, that is done. Which is this one. Next, on legend difficulty, the beginning area of the cathedral doesn't reset enemies / first locked gate after death. Okay, that's because I'm stupid and we don't unload that level. Oh shit. I'm trying to think. What can we do there? I have no idea. This is what happens when you make your systems with twigs. So when we're on legend difficulty, we are going from this level to this one, but this one doesn't get unloaded. So because of the fact it does not get unloaded, because of that, yep, cathedral lobby. Wait, what? This mesh isn't a part of the lobby? And this grass isn't a part of the lobby? Who the hell? I guess foliage is on the persistent level, I guess. Huh? Also, in my contract work, I found that there was settings for how level streaming works asynchronously. And these numbers are like really high. I wonder if this is what's causing some of the crashes that some players are getting when they're loading or unloading levels. So I wonder if I should maybe change some of these numbers a little bit. It might slow down our loading, but it should hopefully reduce some of the crashing that players might get. I'm thinking, like, let's do 3 for this. Do 10. Do 3 or 2.5 for this one. 2.5. Do 6 for that. And let's do 3 for that one. It'll slow down our loading, but it might reduce some of the crashes that players get. Programming is realizing how stupid you are at least 10 times per day, and then when it finally works, you think you're so smart. No, I don't think I'm smart, ever. that's the difference. Even after doing it, I'm like, wow, that was really stupid. Well, that was dumb. Oh, great, I got to rebuild all the lighting in this level. Fantastic. I can't wait to have to do that again. So I assume these enemies are a part of a checkpoint. So even if we were to reload this level after the player gets back here, then maybe it'll be okay. Beginning area of the cathedral doesn't reset enemies / first slot gate after death. Oh, we're so fucked. Is my contract work also game dev? I guess so. I suppose it is. Does my system work when we die on legend? Will it reload the right level? But I'm wondering. So I believe we click restart chapter. Restart chapter. We'll set our checkpoint to 0. It'll get the first sub-level. And then continue the run from that first sub-level. But is the first level, sub-level correct in the list? Yes. Well, that's good. So that means I can unload this area then. And then when we return, as we make our way back, it loads it. Wait, I'm so confused. So here we have it, so it's set to load it. Here, this is set to not unload it. I'm perplexed. Well, guess there's only one thing to do then. It's to test it out. We have to do it 2 times. Let's do it on legend, because that's where the bug is. I broke glass. Yeah, the crashes that players get in this game, I don't know where they come from. I genuinely don't know the source of the problem. Which is really unfortunate, because it makes it very hard for me to fix crashes. Pitbull, the Mr. Worldwide suit. It does look a little bit like Pitbull, doesn't it? What? So I'll test continuing the level, and then we'll test dying to make sure that the level is correct. But I'm pretty sure it should be. So we go back down here. The enemies despawn. Very good. All right. I can't kick the chair? Huh? Now, I should be able to just move on to the next level. And that's fine. Sick. Reset to checkpoint. You technically should not be able to reset to checkpoint on the legend difficulty. It should be like you have to restart the entire thing. So I actually don't know why that's there. That's another bug, technically. That's technically another bug. Anyways, let's just ignore it. Like it was never there. You have a list for plugins you use on Unreal Engine. What's the theme you're using? It's UE4, so don't get confused. But if you're interested, the add-on is called Darker Nodes. Darker Nodes. Streamer is live once again. I am. Live again. Okay, so we advance the level and then we die. And then the gate should be closed again and the enemies should be alive. Hell yeah. Problem number 2 solved. It honestly was not that hard of a problem. It was actually a very easy fix. It was just because I was stupid. All right, next up. Looking in a specific direction stops any enemies from spawning in the Miami Arena level. Needs to change how enemies spawn in third person. Shit. So... Okay. So the problem there is in the arena level, it will try to spawn enemies in spots where the player can't see it. Right here is point and viewport. Oh, that's in C++. All right, I'm gonna hold on. That's the one function I made in C++. It was in Blueprint, and then I converted it to C++. And honestly, I don't think I gained any performance improvements from doing that, by the way. Mind you, I just want to say... I don't think I gained any performance improvements by converting this function into C++. I'm just saying. So we need this to be changed. For third person. There's a lot going on, man. We can check the CVAR to see if we're in third person, and then if we're in third person, maybe we do something different. So let's get bool CVAR. It's like third person CVAR. Let's see if I can find it. Shirley, hey, come on. Game dot third person mode. The nodes, Lord, the nodes. Listen, man, what's wrong with the nodes? You know what they kind of look like? Have you guys ever seen like those videos of like like microscopic like forms, and they're like spreading out and like almost looks like trees. That's what this looks like those microscopic fungals or fungi or whatever. Yeah, I guess like fractals. It's a little bit like fractals. When you really look at what the code's doing, though, it's nothing like crazy complex. It's nothing crazy complex. I have a task on my list actually to take all of this stuff and make a better version of it and make it reusable, because I do this in like 7 different actors, and we have a bunch of bugs now. So because we have a system that relies on the checkpoint value for the enemies. So yeah. You mean how molecules are displayed? No. There's like a I don't know if it's a liquid. No, it's like some, I want to say it's a mushroom. It's like a yellow, maybe it's mold. Maybe it is mold. It's a type of mold or something. Slime. It's like slime something. And it looks like this when it spreads. It looks like that. I don't know why I don't know why I thought of that. Anyways, whatever. What up, Golden? I don't know if I said hi. Yeah, the slime mold. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I don't know if I want to show it on stream. I might disgust someone. Yes, this one. Okay, brace your eyes. If you're like very, I don't know, jumpy, I guess, due to mold. Like, look at this. It looks like that. Am I crazy? Y'all seeing it? You guys see it? It's slime mold. Oh, it's like branching out in it. Whatever. Anyways. It's slime mold. The blueprints. It's the slime mold. It just keeps spreading. The Last of Nodes. It's the prequel to The Last of Us. Well, no, the difference with I don't know if slime mold has any relevance with what do they call the thing? What's that fungi that causes the Last of Us outbreak? I keep forgetting. It's a very complex word. Eucalyptus. No, that's not it. Ah, fuck. What's it called? Someone help me out here. Come on. It's not eucalyptus. No, not Druckmann. Cordyceps. Yeah, that's the one. Ophiocordyceps. Yeah, you don't need to get scientific with it, man. Just tell me the normal human, regular person word, okay? Cordyceps, all right? How can I do a Boolean operation so it selects one over another? Can I do a select? Can you do a Boolean select? I never thought of doing that. But alas, here I am. So if this is true, then if we are in third person mode, then what we'll do is we'll just check that the distance. So this is transforming from what, local space or what space? Okay, so the distance from this to our is over like what? 800 units? That's safe enough? Where was this issue specifically? It was in the Miami Arena level, right? Which was Miami Back Alley. Cordyceps is wild, taking over ants' minds bodies and making them climb trees so they can spread their spores in the wind. What's life? Dude, I think that's, in my opinion, why I like The Last of Us Zombies the most, is because I feel like they try to do some references to real life stuff. Obviously, they make it kind of ridiculous because apparently it would never happen, but they try to make it as, like, you know, as real as it could get. Okay, so that's like 1,000 units. So here's the problem with this method. The player is going to see the enemies spawn, which does suck. It sucks, but alas, what am I to do? Spawn only behind cover? Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't be bothered fucking doing like a line trace system to check if they're behind cover or whatnot. What are we working on? A bunch of bug fixes, little random fucking tasks. Just thinning out the list, you know? That's all there is to it. Just thinning out the list. This should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. We get the distance from the spawn point location. Make sure it's over 1,000. If it's over 1,000, then we allow the spawn to go through. Then it will break the loop, then continue going forward. Sounds good to me. This needs to be changed. However, we already have a task for that. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Sass? Yeah, that's why I always found The Last of Us Zombies to be very interesting. I wouldn't mind trying to do something a little bit like that as well for my zombie game, but I think the problem is that players are going to relate it a lot to The Last of Us. I think no matter what, they'll probably relate it to The Last of Us anyways, because it's within the realm of post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse kind of thing. You know, they'll always compare a game or something to a piece of media, either another game or a show or something. Like, for me personally, if I were to make a zombie game, I'd want a variety of zombies. Some of them sprinters. Some of them, you know, just walkers. I know there's some people out there that want a game that's literally just The Walking Dead, which I guess is what, like really slow zombies? Right? I guess that's the thing with The Walking Dead. It's just very slow zombies. Are there runners in Walking Dead? I never watched Walking Dead. 28 days later was my first. Dude, all I needed to do was watch a couple clips of those, the 28 days later, 28 weeks later, or, you know, whatever the hell. And that shit was creepy. Like, really well done. Yeah. Technically, they're not zombies. In 28 days later, what would they be then? Like vampires? I guess you could say that the zombies in, or the monsters, I guess, in I Am Legend, you could say that would be, could you consider those as vampires? Because they die in the sun, right? They burn in the sun? I guess they're still zombies, right? They're infected. It's the rage virus, right? Rage, yeah. They had a super rabies and 28 days later. It's so fucking stupid how... It's so stupid, the beginning of that movie. A bunch of animal activists trying to, like... And then the fucking... The lab scientist is so in distress, and the people don't care for it, and they just... It's a cheese, man. 20 Days Later series is about a virus, not necessarily zombies. I feel like that's kind of like getting into what is a zombie. Like if we think about it in terms of like from a like history standpoint, what is a zombie? I would view a zombie as uncontrollable. They want to eat flesh or humans, and in the process of them eating flesh, they also infect their targets. I would, right? Doesn't that happen? Doesn't that happen in 28 Days Later? Is that the I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know if that's actually what's going on in that one. I would imagine it does, right? Because it expands from the beginning of the movie, and then more people get infected. So, listen, I've seen zombies. Have you ever seen Florida Mans? All right, dude, listen, bath salts and shit. Hey, I've seen zombies. All right, I've seen them before. Just got to look at footage of Florida. Florida's full of zombies. Oh man. Okay, that should fix that bug. I think it might cause another, which is like enemies, player being able to see enemy spawn. But whatever, man. I'm fucking over it, dude. The counterattack tutorial enemy doesn't attack sometimes randomly. Zombie's a reanimated corpse, right? So I feel like 28 Days Later, you could consider them as zombies, right? In some fashion. I guess it depends on how the whole process goes. Where's the tutorial? Persistence tutorial could be redone. Are you fucking kidding me? With what time? If it's the mindless horde thing, right? And I would say that kind of. Well, not. I wouldn't say mindless. I think a good zombie is not necessarily mindless, but more so their only goal is to hunt and kill, and everything else is no longer a thing anymore, right? Because I feel like there can still be smart zombies, I guess, in some fashion. They're just human sharks. Yeah, basically human sharks, which I guess 28 Days Later tries to really go in on that concept. I feel like just straight up humans becoming their own prey and predator. Or well, humans in quotation mark. Humans becoming their own predator. That's pretty poetic. Am I implementing a zombies mode for this game? No. I'm just thinking ahead. Listen, man, I'm so sick of this game to the point where all I'm doing is talking about future games I work on. It's so Jover, man. So Jover. I'm just thinking about, okay, but what's next? It's next. Oh man. So the enemy token agent is not adding itself to the thing, and I think that's what's going on. They spawn in, but they don't get added to the thing. And so I think what ends up happening is that the player doesn't get attacked. Yeah, set to respawn, set to attack. What's weird is that we have the unsubscribe in here, but where's the subscribe? Like, where's the subscribe happening? I keep forgetting where that goes on. Request subscription. Where does this happen? Player spotted. Happens in player spotted. And then it happens in event begin play. But it only happens if force aggro is set to true. So here's an idea. What if we, inside of the dummy, inside of possessed, what if we just request a subscription from here? And I'm pretty sure there's a thing in here to stop that timer from going anymore. Clears the timer. It doesn't clear the timer. What do you mean it doesn't clear the timer? We keep setting the timer. Let's clear it, just so we're not constantly calling it. That'd be bad. That'd be bad. Okay. Let's see if that maybe fixed something. Save everything, check it out. Sure, yeah, why not? Even though I technically didn't edit you, whatever. Tutorial. Let's go. Training. I really should change the tutorial, but I'm going to be honest, guys. I can't be bothered. I want to finish this game. There are many things we can do to this game. There are many things. However, I'm over it. It is time to move forward. So he should attack immediately. Maybe he doesn't. What's wrong with you? I don't know if this is the actual value. If the actual token value is 1. The token value is 3 because I guess we're in legend difficulty. So it is taking into account the difficulty. However, that should always be 1 at the very least. Get the agent with the best score. Can receive token. Subscribed agents. We have a 0 and a 1. We apparently have a 0. Very weird. I don't know why we have a 0. Maybe that's the problem? No, I don't think so. He's like constantly trying to go in for the attack, but he doesn't go in. So I wonder what's going on there. Oh, he still has the player occupied thing, which I think we're not supposed to have anymore. If I remember correctly. I'm gonna say that's what it must have been. Maybe. I hope. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go in here. Play tutorial. I don't think the tutorial has checkpoints, so I don't think continuing will work. I think that's what it was. I think we're good now. Cool. All right. Problem solved. Another bug. Another bug squashed. Yup. Or I think. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out if people experience the issue again. All right, what's next on our list? Make the aim assist on controller a bit stronger while in midair / diving. Listen, man, who gives a shit? Fine. A part of me was like, what if I just don't do this? If bug is squashed, does that mean V1.0 is due to release today? No. No. Unfortunately, no. We've still got 2 weeks to go, I think. 2 weeks plus. The goal is to finish the development within like less than 2 weeks, but releasing it might take a little bit longer with the amount of things that I might have to do. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking, should I get like new banner art, or should I just keep this? I feel like a 1.0 release, I should get like a nice big new fresh banner art or something. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what, man? Oh well. Oh well. But then, just slap full release. Nice big solid color at the bottom here. Full release, full release, full release, full release. Yeah, we could do that. I think you're allowed to do that, right? For updates. Now in 1.0. Or I guess 1.0 update. What do people do these days on games when they show 1.0 update? What's the dealio? What do they do? How do they make that look? I'm so glad that two games on the top sellers, two of the top games are just fucking straight up indie games. You know, that's so great, dude. That's awesome. You know what people are doing these days? Do you see what they're doing? Like, do you see what this is like becoming an everybody thing now? Look at this entire fucking new and trending page. Do you notice a do you guys notice a similarity, a trend within all of these new and like almost half of these new and trending? There's a trend. I wonder if someone notices it. Yeah, so many people are starting to do that fucking trend of putting like a stroke border around all their shit. It used to be like a thing that I feel like was unique to a specific identity, and now like so many people are doing it now. See, they don't have it on the actual banner, they just have it on just the small image. Oh, this one has it on the banner, which I honestly think they could probably make do without it, to be honest. It's so funny that that's become like a trend. I guess because it's just it grabs the eye, I suppose. I don't know. Like uh it's like when YouTubers only use yellow text. It literally does feel like that. It's like, "Oh, dude, I heard insert fucking game dev guru on whatever say that outer border edge, like, look, I'm looking at Popular Coming, there's like none of them doing it here. But then for some reason, well, even Manor Lords is doing it. It's so funny. Anyways, what I actually wanted to look for, does anybody? Oh, right here, they have the big text here. Season 9 available now. Huh. I guess I could do something like that. I guess. What are they doing? They're doing a bunch of these games have borders around their small thumbnail. Maybe to make them try to jump out a little bit, I guess. They got that outer border shit. And then you got Nubby's Number Factory in the corner here. You got all these games trying so hard, and then you got Nubby's Number Factory over here. Just, just, it's looking so damn good, man. It's looking so damn good. Oh, dude, this game, man. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it, dude. Oh. Everyone trying to plus one the jump out factor. Yeah, exactly. And then you got Nubby's Number Factory, fucking beveled drop shadow, like super classic cloud background and shit. At some point, boring thumbnails are gonna start to stand out. I honestly, I think it's gonna become so like, um, people are gonna become so desensitized to all of it that it's just not gonna matter anymore. I think out of all of these, the one that stands out to me is Repo. That's the one that stands out to me out of all of these. Yeah, because it's kind of out there. It's a joy emoji, but like kind of creepy. Like even if I were to change my like banner, I just don't think it would add that. I don't think it would like do anything, to be honest. So honestly, I think we'll just stick with the banner. We'll just stick with this one. and then we'll just add a 1.0 or something on it. That's probably what we'll do. Add an unborder? Yes. It's like a border, but it's black. So it doesn't even stand out. The anti-border. Make the aim assist on controller a bit stronger while in mid-air / diving. Well, I guess. This code looks like a subway map. It's because it is. It might as well be. Toronto in 25 years. All right, radius. I guess we'll check if you're falling. If you're falling, so this was 32, I think, originally. Yes. So 32, and then what we'll do is when you're in midair, we'll do 48, which is 16 units above, which is half of that one plus that. So while you're in midair, the auto aim will be a bit stronger. There you go. Done. Oh yeah, auto aim while in third person. This is a different task, but we have it very strong. It's 160. Let's just reduce that a little bit, and then we'll just bring it to 160 while you're in midair. For now. But we have to change the auto aim system for third person. We will have to change that. It's copy pasted. Of course it is. That's fine. Whatever, man. Someone's gonna critique my code in like the future or something if the game somehow explodes. Don't care. Don't care. Oh well. Sugma. Or maybe they'll just watch this stream to try to find something to like try to like critique beyond. You can't fool me. I know my code is shit. That's the difference. I never said it was good. All right. It's a bit stronger while in midair. Done. Where's that task? Where's it? There it is. We're thinning out the list. We're thinning out the list. Well, it's not really thin yet, but, you know, there's a lot more blue check marks at least, which is good. But we need more blue check marks. My dopamine levels are very low right now. Like, look at this. I'm staring right here. There's only like 2 up here. It's like, who cares? We need more. We need more. We need more blue check marks. What's next on the list? Improved UI. Oh, sorry. Whoopsies. Okay. Okay. Uh, what can I make that UI look like when you unlock a new level? Um, hmm. What should I do? Also, I had an idea. We have these pins on the board. Could I, instead of doing like a UI for when a series gets unlocked, maybe we change like an emissive value on the corresponding pin? You know what I mean? And then those get like a color, so then that way you can see what you have unlocked. That could also be a good indicator. So then when the player gets over here, maybe they see like a little emissive glow on like a new area. That could be kind of cool. Designing UI is what makes me go to bed. I hate it. Well, for me, it's okay. It's just about not being like, it's just about building up the wanting to do it because I'm lazy. Not that I can't do it. It's just that I'm unbelievably lazy when it comes to having to put in a new system. Yeah. But that's a different, I guess this is a different thing. We're focusing on this right now. Improved UI in the series menu, showing levels completed, which difficulty / ranks, etc., which challenges you completed, and the highest rank. Let's do, instead of highest rank, let's do average ranking. So then that maybe pushes the player to get to like an S ranking. So how do we want that UI to look? Also, something I'm noticing on that widget, it's very hard to see in certain views. So this, I think we might want to give it a drop shadow. A drop shadow. It's because it's kind of hard to see in some of the views. A bit better, but not great. A bit better, but not great, I will say. I wish you could do a drop shadow that had blur. I know that's probably very hard to optimize, but I really wish we had that. I really wish. That doesn't seem much better, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look all that much better. So the idea is I don't just want the levels completed in here. I also want to make it so when you hover over it, maybe we make it so on one side of the screen we show like a little thing, or maybe like expanding here, it like shows a little like report card of like how many challenges you completed and how many have specific rankings and stuff like that. That's kind of what I would like. That's, I think, what I'm picturing. So then that way you don't have to actually physically go inside of the level. Instead, you can like see what you've completed in there. That would be kind of cool to see. Now, where would I place that would work for all of these? Right underneath the UI, I guess. We could do it right underneath it. It like fades in right underneath, because we do fade out all the other things, so that does make it so we can have a little bit more focus. Did I make everything in like Photoshop? No, I make some UIs in Photoshop when I don't know what I want to do, but a lot of the time I just go straight into the I just go straight into the widget and I just start whipping some stuff together. Just kind of say fuck it, just go in. Man, I wish I had that. I wish I had a transition UI actually. Now I'm thinking about it, like a little transition animation. Just typing that actually gave me chills. What kind of chills? We talking cringe chills? Because if I were to do the narration for that, so you're serious about this work, eh? Like, it's not gonna sound good, dude. I'm gonna need like fucking Keanu Reeves. Oh man, the UI textures. Oh yeah, like the world background. I did that really quickly in Photoshop. Some stuff I did in Photoshop, yeah. Like some stuff I did. Like the logo, obviously I did in Photoshop / I think I used, I actually don't know if I vectorized this. I don't think I did. I don't think I did vectorize it. Some stuff I did in Photoshop. However, I'm going to have to start learning Affinity. I tried to extend my, my Photoshop, like thing so I can keep the 10 gigabyte or 20 gigabyte plan. Which is like the cheapest plan for Photoshop, which they discontinued because Adobe is a fucking piece of shit. I contacted support, and I think that support had to be the worst support chat I've ever had to experience. I genuinely felt like I was talking to an AI, even though it was not an AI. But I felt like it was basically, you might as well make it, you might as well just do an AI at that point. It was horrendous. And at the very end of me saying, yeah, whatever, it's fine, don't worry about it, they were like, would you like Acrobat AI? I can add this to your cart. I'm like, no, close the support ticket. you got to be like so, you got to be like so firm about it. Otherwise, they fucking add shit to your cart. That's insane. Absolutely fucking insane. I guess I'll just have to learn Affinity, which is like, I guess great because I save money, but like I did not like the workflow of Affinity. I'm going to be honest. Where should I learn Photoshop like this? I have no idea. For me, when I learned Photoshop, it was just me making things, and I wouldn't say I'm even that good. Like I'm not like a pro or anything like that. I'm not that good in any way. If someone were to ask me to make a UI that was like a different style, like comic or something, I would not be able to do it. I would struggle very, very hard. Okay, so right now we just have challenges completed and the highest ranking. Or I guess average rank. I'm actually going to close this because like we have it right here. Show the levels completed, which we have, which difficulties / ranks, and etc. New UI for the game? Well, it's just additional UI. I want to make it so when you hover over this, it shows you additional details on like if you completed all the challenges, what your average rating would be. Yeah. Making that background a logo is enough to recognize you as a god? Nah. It's funny. I think on Twitter a long time ago, I actually posted my progress of those of me trying to come up with different ideas for that. Let me see if I can find it. The evolution of the logo. Where is it? When did I work on that? Oh, here it is. So we went from this to I think this, and then this went through some evolutions, as you can see. So I think if I were to click here, these are a bunch of the different like ideas. Some people liked the tie, but I felt like the tie, you couldn't really tell what was going on. So what I ended up doing, I think in a separate version, is I put the tie inside of the O. So you can see the tie that's there. It's like a little subtle detail, I guess. Because I just did not, the tie did not read well inside of the I. And then I like the square thing because I feel like I've seen a lot of action games do this, so it matched well with like the language of it, I feel like. So we went with I think a mix of this one and the one at the top there. And I think I moved the bullet up a little bit so it's not as aligned. There's a little bit of well, it's technically trying to balance out this side. By pushing this bullet out a little bit more, it tries to balance out this side. This is, if you were to look at this from a graphic design standpoint, it's kind of bad because the balance is not in the center. It's actually kind of like leaning over here because of how much space is over here. But who cares, man? It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. Whenever I see the old Suit for Hire logo, I think of Shit for Shire. What is Shit for Shire? What is that? Shit for Shire? What do you mean Shit for Shire? Wait, now I gotta look at the logo because it looks like that to my brain. Shit for Shire. Shit for Shire. Shit Shire. Shit Shire. That's some intense. Let me tell you, Sonny. That's some. That's what's that thing called where trying to read words or sentences all get jumbled up together? What's that thing called? Dyslexia? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's some intense dyslexia. It's merging that shit together. It's just merging it all together. It becomes one big blob of just letters. I did not like the old logo. I much prefer this new one, I guess. The old one looked awful. I hated it. Trying to like place it properly felt horrible because like the 4 was in the corner and I couldn't find a way to make it work. Yeah, it was horrible. I hated it. What an awful experience. Just thinking back on it. Okay, so challenges completed, average ranking. I kind of want I don't want to do average ranking. I'm thinking should I maybe instead do Instead of average rating, maybe we do like S rating, and then we show how many out of how many, and then once you complete that, like. Um. So instead of average, let's do show amount of S ratings. That way we kind of like encourage the player to, I guess, get S ratings on the levels. The only thing is like, I guess this is a pretty big challenge for some people. I guess it's a pretty big challenge for some people. Challenges completed, show amount of S ratings. I feel like we need a third metric in here. What could be the third metric? I guess the highest difficulty, like the difficulty that averages out between all of them. So in this case, because we have a licensed in here, that would show licensed as the, I guess, lowest rating. But once we do veteran in here, then it'll become veteran. We could do that. Then that way players feel encouraged to potentially complete everything on legend. Hmm. Hmm. Herm. I feel like we need a third rating in here. Maybe it could be difficulty. How would I word that though? Do I just put the difficulty there? Time variable for fastest completion time. That would probably be associated with the S rating system, like the S rating here. Mainly because you need to get S time to get an S, I believe. I actually didn't check if that's true. I would imagine, I have not tested that actually. We should test if we get a bunch of S's and then one A and see if it still becomes an S. It technically shouldn't become an S. Oh, right here. Actually, perfect. Well, it's not an A though, it's a B. I don't know. If this were an A, I wonder if this would become S. I feel like it shouldn't. That wouldn't make sense. Why are they all B, man? Why can't they be an A? Well, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Perfect. It's an A, not an S. Perfect. Okay, I don't have to test it. Yep. Okay, that's good. Very good. That's very good for us. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, I wonder maybe we don't even show like the text for it. Maybe we just show just the rating and then we just imply, hey, this is your average. It's like your little report card. And that way I have to do less localization. Show amount of S ratings and then lowest difficulty. Challenges completed, amount of S ratings, and lowest difficulty. What would be the icon for the challenges? I actually don't know. A dot? A green dot? Because we signify all of them through dots. I guess that would be the way to kind of signify challenges in this case. If S plus is only gained from earning S rank and everything, then there's no way to earn an S ranking. The S rating would be S or S plus. So basically, I would just I would clump an S plus in here as well. So if the player gets a bunch of S pluses, then that would still count as like completed, I guess, in their report card. I'll call it a report card. And then what would be cool, I think what would be a really cool element is if we can do it, which I think we can, should be easy. If the player completes everything in a level, like everything, like S rating, challenges, etc., we should like change this border to like a full border and like maybe change the color to like pink or something. That could be kind of cool. So it's almost like when you look at the map, you can see your like completionist level just by looking like this. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. I feel like I could almost picture this like a you know when you're in an airport and they show like the list of flights and if they're late and things like that. I can almost picture this being like that, like a flight board or whatever you would call it. That could be kind of like the vibe. Okay, so let's get started on it. Well, let's get started on it. This is be widget blueprint underscore level report card, I guess. Level stats. I'll just call it level report card because that's what we're calling it. Level report card. It's such a weird term to use, report card. Let's do a... I was thinking a background blur, but I'm not sure how I'm going to make that look good. Could a background blur look good here? Because it's going to kind of float on its own. Because we're picturing it would be like underneath here. If there's a background blur, it might look kind of weird. Maybe we just give it this square border as well then. Maybe we give it the square border. So let's do background blur. Replace the canvas panel with a background blur. And then we'll do an overlay. And then we'll do a border. Something like that. There's that. Bassiator, how's it going? Did you blow anything with my RPG? Hey, we have not worked on the RPG. We're probably gonna work on that later this week. Get some of those tasks out of the way on it. Oh, don't you worry. We'll get that RPG straightened up. All right, and we'll get that bad boy straightened up. So we have 3 things we want to do: challenges completed, amount of S ratings, and then the lowest difficulty you completed. Which order do I want to do this in? I want to say S rating first, then challenges, then difficulty. So let's go ahead. We're going to go find thing. Find the thing. Find oh shit, I still kept some of that stuff there. Interesting. So in the overlay, I'm going to put a horizontal box. And then within that horizontal box, I'm going to put another horizontal box. And then this is going to be our completion value. There's a right side padding of 20. Size 48. It would be cool if we level this up. So it's like we show the best next rating. No, I think it would be good if it was S. Because then that way the player just works towards his value rather than the value just keep changing. I think that I don't know if players would really like that if it just keeps changing. Let's probably not do that. We will see if this is what I like though. I don't know if I like the Rubik Mono for this. Oh, dude, they don't have that in UE4. Oh, that fucking sucks. In UE5, there is a mono-spaced setting, which I think this is already technically mono because it says Rubik Mono. But there's a mono-spaced setting in UE5, which is pretty sick. Fortunately, don't have that. Hey, do Phoenix. I got to spend 1 month on Photoshop. Sorry, Zex. I'm just seeing this now. Spend 1 month on Photoshop, and before that, I have to cry and beg to my dad to buy Photoshop. It's all cracked. Photoshops are full of malware, ready to leak my private photos. You could try Affinity. It's like, okay, Affinity's a bit of a weird one because I'm not like 100% vibing with it yet. I feel like I don't 100% like it just yet, but yeah. 1 week left in UE4. Won't have to see it again. Well, 2 weeks. RIP UE4 user KEKW. Yeah. All right, man. You have fun with your fucking borderline weird engine that crashes and freezes for no reason at random intervals. Yeah, you know what? Have fun with that, okay, motherfucker. Okay, so in here we're going to copy another horizontal panel. I'm going to delete that, but then I'm going to copy this, put it in here. That's not what I wanted to do. I would like to copy this, then put it in here. Then put it there, center it, left side. I'm going to change the color of it. I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you very much, sir. Well, I'm glad you are. All right, I'm glad you are. And then I guess we'll follow the same padding. So this would be a padding of 24. Because of the fucking shadow causes this to not look as good as I would like it to. Yeah, it looks okay. I use UE5. Am I going to be okay? No, you will self-combust in 7 seconds. 6, 5. Wait, do we have that Punisher wait emote? We should, do we? That'd be a good emote. I gotta sign in, hold on. There you go. Perfect. The perfect emote. Yes. Yes. Perfection. And then from here, we're going to want the difficulty that you've completed. Now, of course, we're going to want this to fill. We're going to want this to fill. We're going to want that to fill. We want this to be in the center. We want this to be in the center. And we want this to be in the center. How'd that look? Kind of shit. All right, well. Maybe we make this a bit smaller. It's a bit big. 48. Let's do 38. That's too small. 40, 42. 42. Um, it feels too claustrophobic. Okay. That's all right, I guess. It feels, you know what? One part of me does not like this. These, all three of these have a different color. It's gonna be a crazy like combination of colors in here. Um, so maybe we make this white. Maybe we make this white. Hmm. Okay, let's see how it looks on screen. I think I'm gonna do something stupid and absolutely psychopathic. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the widget underneath this thing, even though it's technically outside of the bounds of the object. Oh my god, this thing's enormous. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be real. We might have to change the size of this. I'm also realizing this is a desired system, which might not be very good. I just want to see what it looks like. Let's take a look. Um, it's too big. I made it, guys. I made it too damn big. It's too damn big. Everything in here is too big. So let's start by toning this down, and then we'll tone these numbers down, and then this we can tone down. Oh, he's a 4K screen? No, I have a 1440p screen though. I do have a 1440p, so it does change a little bit, but oh shit, that clips the edge. Fuck. That does complicate things a little bit. Also, the Z order is really annoying, and I don't know if I can actually change like the global Z order because it's a part of the widget. I don't think it will actually affect it. Yeah, because you can see this widget below it is rendering in front of it because the Z order of this one is different. Are there guidelines in widget editor? No, not like Photoshop. You mean like guides, like the little blue lines that pop up and shit? We do not have any of those, unfortunately. Or not that I know of. Maybe in UE5. Maybe in UE5 there are some. I feel like they should have something like that, but what is navigation simulation? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we don't have any guidelines. That would be great though. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking here. Maybe instead of horizontal, we do vertical. That would A, resolve the problem with it going off screen for specific ones. It would resolve that because I'm gonna be too fucking lazy to fix this. I'm gonna be real. I'm wondering, maybe we should do horizontal. Instead of a horizontal box, maybe we replace this with a vertical box. Might look a bit weird though. Oh, might work better? Of course, this won't update. Can I force this to update? Refresh. Refresh all blueprints. Dude, how that's one thing that's really annoying in UE is this does not refresh itself unless I do something stupid like that. Unless I do something stupid like that. Now, right now I'm just testing to see if it looks good. We're going to actually have it so when you hover over it, what's going to happen is not all of these would show up on screen at all times. I don't know about vertical. I don't know about vertical either. Can I control the Z order of these? That's going to be a problem. Uh-oh. God. I think it's all dependent on spawn, like when it spawns. That becomes the. Oh, wait. Layer Z order. The order the layer will be created on. Note this only matters on the first time a new layer is created. Subsequent additions to this layer will use the initially defined Z order. Please tell me I can modify that layer Z order. Please. Fuck. What GPU do I have? I have a 3070 Ti, I think. I think that's what it was. 3070 Ti. Oh, we don't show the PB anymore, do we? I don't remember. I think this is set to hidden. It is. It's collapsed. Widget component, eh? Select series pin. Does the root have a Z order? Does this have a Z order? We're so fucked. It's based on spawn time. Oh my goodness. I can't modify it. God, that's so annoying. Because the background blur is not going to blur the widget behind it. Oh, you fuck. Oh, you. Okay. Let's just look at the widget and maybe we'll find something that can help us. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll just go through. Maybe there's something in here that can that can help us out. Maybe there's a way of setting the Z order on it. Request that the widget be redrawn. Does that allow it to change its Z order to be the one in front? I don't think so. We should try though. We can try. Set widget space. World screen. Oh, that's not what we want. Man, motherfucker. This is gonna suck. Let's try the request redraw and see if that maybe helps. Set the tick mode, set window visibility. I don't think redrawing it will help, but I don't know if the Z order is based off of where it is in world space. I don't think it is. Yeah, what you just said, Nancy. Can I move it forward in world space? I don't know because it's a screen space UI. I don't know if the world location of it actually impacts. Like we can try. Let's just we can try. We might as well test it out. I believe all of these are at the same X location. So let me try moving this one forward. Oh shit, it is dependent on world position. wait. The Z order is based off of world position? It's based off world position. Good call. Okay. Well, I guess that means we don't have to worry about the Z order, which is weird. That's so weird. So that is incredibly weird. We can add actor local offset, but that might break some stuff. Z fighting always makes me think of Goku and stuff. Hey, it's Goku. Hey. Set actor location. I'm gonna hard code this. I'm looking at all of that. My brain can't process what I'm looking at. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. You know, it's just. So we'll drag these behind, and then when we're back in view, we'll drag them back in. So we'll go 196. So the ones that are fading in will stay where they are, and then the ones that are no, that's not the button. What's the button? To select all similar of actor type? Shift E? Control E apparently opens up this window. What's the button called? Alt E? I don't remember. Alt F? Shift F? No, that's not it. Control F? Ah, whatever. Whatever. There's a button for that? There is. There is a button to select all of similar. I think it's Shift E. Yes, it is Shift E. It's just for some reason does not work on that actor. So if you have the exact duplicate of something, like static meshes, for example, you can click one, Shift E, and it'll select all of them. So do all of those loop together, or some separate loops to come back to? None of this is looping. It's all going in a straight path, except for this part here. This is the only part where what happens is it will keep checking if the... So what this is doing is going through our like save file and seeing if any of the chapters that we completed matches the actual level. It's a very stupid system, but it works. It'll check if it matches the name of it. If it does, it'll set it to unlocked and then break the loop so it stops the loop from going through. So then we don't keep looking. Like, okay, we found the thing. We're going to stop the loop. It's going to stop searching. That's the only point where we do a loop. The rest of it goes in like a forward path. So this just keeps going forward. Do you also use the packed actor stuff? In UE4, I don't have packed actor stuff. However, I will probably try to learn it in UE5 because apparently that stuff is very good for... I think it's very good for draw calls and just load and unload the packed actor stuff. I saw some stuff about instancing. When you pack an actor and it has a bunch of meshes, they will instance it for you, which is pretty cool. Very like non-destructive way to create instance meshes. How do you not go crazy when Unreal crashes 100 times because you can't delete unused variables? That sounds like a UE5 thing. A lot of coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Like a lot. Yeah. Every time a new crash pops up, make yourself a new espresso. Okay, just take a shot. Just take an espresso shot. Take a shot. It's fine. Okay, let's see if this works. So in theory, the thing that we highlight should go in front. Yeah, there we go. You can slightly see it moving in front though. I wonder, can we do a different value? Instead of 196, let's do 195. Okay, we can see it. I don't know if you guys see it on stream. I can see a slight pixel jump. I could see a slight pixel jump. I do see a little bit of it. This needs to be set to self and children. It probably happened because some file got corrupted when we search for these. We call it the ghost hunt. To be fair, I have not used the delete unused variables button, which I think is here. I don't use this often. And I've not tried it in UE5 yet, so I have no clue. I do not know. All right, well, there's our Z ordering issue. Oh, you can definitely see it. You could definitely see it here. It moving up and down. I'm not too worried about that because we are going to make it like fade in and out with the animation. Does Suit have a girlfriend? That's up to you to decide. That's you know, that's up to you to decide if that's from a lore perspective if they do or do not. I've used it. It works in UE5. It could be a corrupted file then. It could be a fucky variable. I don't know, man. UE5, I feel like the stability has gone down, especially when it comes to like blueprint structs and blueprint enums. I feel like I've heard so much more issues with those. Does suit have a boyfriend? Again, for you to decide. That is again for you to decide. I don't want it to be too late because I'm sure players are going to be like quickly glancing around their stuff and I don't want it to be annoying. I do have to move this down though. I'm also thinking maybe we just align it with the pivot. Position X0, compile, save. Let's see how that looks. What do I think of the Discord UI refresh? It looks fucking awful. I hate it. I hate the new UI. I don't like it. Like, why is this not aligned with this? That's fucking awful on its own. Like, that is horrible. I know it's because there's like someone is typing message here, but then at that point, just move this up then and just have a little bit of spacing then. Like, dude, it looks fucking. I hate it. Why do they keep? Oh man, what is it with tech companies and just constantly being? I need to change the fucking. I need to change the UI. I need my fucking hit, man. Like, stop. Like, stop fucking changing your UIs. So if it moves up, it changes. If it moves down. Oh, it's like not. Poopy. When I make pixel people, can I later change them out? I don't know anything about pixel art. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am out of the loop on pixel art. Is there a spot I can put this without having to... Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Grip? Huh? But does this pivot change with the object scaling up? No, it does not. This is a problem. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Like, it looks okay. It's just weird that with the spacing here is a lot larger here, and then the spacing is smaller here. Oh. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Hmm. All they care is to move another metric to make their manager happy. He needs to make his boss happy. He needs to make his boss happy, and so on and so on. I feel like it's they need to give a UI/UX designer something to do, so they just give him a whole fucking job of redesigning the whole UI. I don't know. I'm not liking this, the UI element. I'm not liking it right now, to be honest. I'm not liking it. Yeah. I don't like it. Regarding UI, what's this? Yeah, this is literally what I was saying. UI devs trying to justify their existence by changing UI for no reason. Yep, yep. Could you not fit the 2/7s on the same line under the tile and then difficulty in a separate line? I feel like that would look kind of weird, but maybe do a combination of both horizontal and vertical. My problem right now is this, because of how all of these their pivots are different. The pivot of the actual like stats thing also gets put in like a random spot right now. That's my biggest concern right now. The design I'm not hugely fond of, but the bigger problem becomes this this pivot moving around. Which I think I manually move around anyways, so I'll probably have to manually move a bunch of other shit too. How do we move it though? I want to say we modify the pivot. Set random transform pivot of button 0. Or we just do it on the button. We don't actually do it on the canvas panel. Can we do it on the canvas panel? Would that break everything? Would that absolutely break everything? What do you mean it's not associated? Silly. Silly Unreal Engine. Oh wow, it's still fucking up. Interesting. Would I make an IK rig in Blender or another software? It depends on the purpose of the IK rig, I'd say, or the IK. I've never done like fancy IK rigs like spider legs moving on their own dynamically and whatnot. I've never done anything like that as of yet. Um, you get a basic model first to get things going, can you later add in an advanced model under the same/similar rig? I would say just start with something. Sniping. We can get into this territory of like, but if I don't do this, does this happen? Just try it out, experience it, and then you'll find out the pros and cons of doing things. And like, for example, if you have a rig and you make a bunch of animations for them, if you modify that rig, could fuck things up a little bit. So, things to consider, right? But I would say just start with some, better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. I think the problem is this is a canvas panel. That's part of the problem. Part of the problem of this picture here is this is a canvas panel. Guys? Guys? Dude, I hate how when the pivot changes, this doesn't move properly with it. That's my current problem with this fucking shit right now. I don't like the design of it, but what is this soundtrack? Oh, Witcher. Okay. It works. Let's move on. We should probably just fucking slap it somewhere. Slap it somewhere that works. Shit. We can't do it on the right side. I don't think that'll work. We can try. If I put it right next to it. That one fucks up. It's weird because I'm changing the pivot of the Oh, I changed the pivot of the button as well. Whoops. Whoopsies. I think we just delete the Sydney series. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I kind of agree. You might be onto something. As a matter of fact, you might be onto something. What if I change the pivot, the anchor of the report card as well? Crazy idea, I know. I don't think it's gonna work, but we could try. I don't think it's gonna change anything. Nope. Fuck me, man. Can I somehow parent? I don't think I can parent it because it works under layers. What is a way I can do this? Oh, man. Canvas panel. What if I replace you with an overlay? What happens? All right, hear me out. What happens? I put it so it's at the bottom. Why is it at the top? I put it so I put it so it's at the bottom. Why is it now at the top? It doesn't make any sense. I literally. What the shit, man? It's not working. You son of a bitch. You son of a. Why is this one at the top? This one's at the bottom. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? The scale is not working because we scale this thing outside of the bounds. The bounds, which is not good. Whatever. Control Z. All right. I hate this part of the job. I'm thinking we make the report card a separate widget. Yep. We make it a separate widget, and then I fuck this. Yeah! Woo! And then that means in here we have a bunch. We have this. Delete. Goodbye. See you later. Did not find how it was 5 minutes ago? No, it's just not consistent, which is really annoying me. Really annoyed me. Stats widget. Report card. Maybe I should call it report card. I have no clue what the desired size of this fucking thing is. 250 by 300? I got it. Man, my brain! Dude, what's with the thumbnail? What's wrong with the thumbnail? What is the thumbnail? It's just a map. What do you mean? What's wrong with the thumbnail? What do you mean? Adding a map to the game? There's always been a map. It's always been there. It's always been there. We actually technically don't need this anymore. Because I would just take the stat widget and move it slightly forward. Hold on, I need to check these. These are not rotated. Very good. So then I can take the X of this and move it 2 units forward. And then when we hover this, wait, how do I see what's being fucking hovered? Hold on. Well, fuck. Uh-oh. Filter hovered pin? I don't know. Let's try this. Grr? I don't think that's gonna work, but let's just try it anyways. Kind of angel. I don't call. This is really annoying. I don't call to the parent if this gets hovered or not. So what I might do then, I guess, is fucking call an event dispatcher or something. Hover state changed. Make a thing here, hovered. Oh wait, we have a toggle button hover in here. Hold on. Oh, we feed it the we feed it a reference of the series pin. Big, huge. I should probably make a function for this, but whatever. Let's find out. Wait, fade it out. And then in here, fade it in. Or not fade, but set the visibility of it just so we can see if it looks okay. I'm noticing, do you see that? The pivot's not looking too good. We're gonna end up with the same problem. Y0. What if I set Y1? I think it'd be at the very bottom. Oh, you fuck. Oh, you motherfuck. Can I even set the render transform of the background blur? Hold on, I gotta compile that. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I got to cast to it. I hate that. Widget components are fucking shit, man. I don't even know if this will work, but worth a try. I want to see if it modifies it alongside the yeah, it's modifying it all right. Just not in the way I would want it to. Oh, mother shit. Why did I have to do this whole complex thing where the fucking thing goes, doo, doo, doo. This one goes up, and this one goes down, and this one goes here, and then, why? Why? Why I gotta do that? Really? 5 push-ups, man? Why do you hate me? Do this instead. Alright, fine. Fine, I did my 5 push-ups, dude. You've so kindly requested that I do. All right, stat widget. What if I just move you down? You know, what if I just drag you down a little bit? How you look? Why are you all the way down there? Dude, I didn't drag you that far down. Like, I dragged you, but, like, not that far down. Jeez. What if I... You know what I could do? I hard code it. This is getting clipped by the bottom, though, which I'm not a huge fan of. Ooh. What if they just kind of appear? What if you know, what if they just kind of appear somewhere in space? You know, like right there, like there he is. He just kind of appears. Training, technically he doesn't need, we don't need one, but in fact, yeah, training doesn't need one. Here's what I'm gonna do. I just drag it off the screen. All right, Sahara, how are you? I'll drag you down a little bit. All right, drag you down a little bit. All right, drag you down. Yeah, drag you down. Okay. All right, let's drag you down. How you looking? You're looking good, honestly. No one will ever know. Who's gonna know? Tokyo, you're looking fucking rough, man. Come on. Liven up a little bit. Oh, shit. All right, Tokyo, right there. Sydney, right there. Training, not on the screen. Caribbean, problem. Sahara, that's fine. Roma, that's okay. Caribbean, you're annoying me. Which one is this? Caribbean. Okay, so we just need to drag you down a little bit. We need to drag you down a little bit farther. Sorry, we're bullying you. We're bullying the widget right now. Fantastic. Miami series, you're looking a little weird. We could probably fix you. And by fix, I mean we're just going to change your X pivot. Now we're game deving. Now this is fucking game development if I've ever seen it. So Sydney's the only one with the UI in a random spot. It's just like off in the middle of nowhere. Oh man, I think I might make it a little bit closer though. I'll be honest, this looks awful. Don't talk to me. I'm fucking working here. I'm working here, man. Yeah, I don't really like the UI. We're gonna work on that part though. Am I actually? Am I gonna work on that part? Oh! Just make it a static wide component somewhere near the bottom of the screen. Just swap info in there. Yeah, he's kind of cooking actually with you know, he kind of is right actually. We could at the bottom here just yeah, you know what actually yeah, fuck it, whatever. Who cares? Just make it look ugly. Yeah, we could put it at the bottom. But what if we put the total challenges in the entire game at the bottom? Think about it, man. Think about it. The possibilities. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm too lazy. Why is Australia so cut off, though? Because it's not a real place. What the fuck do you want me to say? I don't know what to tell you. Also, I'm pretty sure Sydney's not here. It's on the other side of the island. I could be wrong. I'm not very good with geography. I'm pretty sure this is not Sydney. I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure Sydney's on the other side, right? Yeah, I tried to do horizontal layout and I did not like the look of the horizontal layout. But I think I liked it. I think I liked the horizontal layout more than the vertical layout, to be honest. I think I do prefer the horizontal layout to this. TBH. Let's go back. Replace with horizontal box. Why is veteran in... Why is veteran in the corner like that? Guys? The only problem is that it's 500 units wide. Which is pretty fucking big, man. It's pretty big. Yeah. That's Canada? Oh, shit. Ah! Miami! Welcome to Miami. It's just Miami. This one's the only one being a fuck. What if we put Miami, but we put it in California? What if we, what if we, instead of Miami, we put it in California, but we still call it Miami? We did that to Sydney. We might as well do it to America. Or we did that to Australia. They moved Miami somewhere else. They pushed it to the other side of the country. Because if it was over here and pushing to the right, then it'd be perfectly fine. It would fit. It would fit. It would fit in the shot. Otherwise, now we have to weirdly, awkwardly, sorry, move this to like the right. And like, I can't pixel perfect match where that fucking thing is. You know? I can't do that. I could. But this might cause problems on like ultra wide screens or something. Yeah, close enough. Not close enough. It needs a little bit more. A little more to the right. Although I'm pretty sure different resolution screens are probably going to show this differently. All right, so that kind of works, I guess. Yeah, see, it's different. That is also moved way farther down? Question mark? It is moved farther down. I think for a reason. Yeah, because it overlaps it. That one, for some reason, we did not have to drag down. So why is it all of a sudden for the Caribbean we have to drag it down? Oh, because I think it spawns differently. Can you zoom in way more and make the camera follow the mouse when you move around the map? Probably just be annoying when if that were the way to you navigate it. It maybe be cool, but like, what would that feel like on controller? Like we could, but I feel like that would cause nausea. Alright, to split up as two widgets. Yeah, originally it was a part of the button, but I felt like that was kind of like not working how I would have liked. Is that thing in front or not? I feel like that's not blurring Sahara. Am I crazy in thinking that that's not blurring it at all? Uh-oh, maybe we did need that like actor location code thing that we had. Well, time to bring it back. Copy paste doesn't work. Yeah. I should have kept it. I'm stupid. Sorry. Luckily, I remember how to do it. That also means the stats widget. Actually, the stats widget I think is fine. Wait. It's still not blurring it? Why is it still not blurring it? Why is it still not blurring it? What's going on? Did I put this code somewhere else as well? Two is not the right direction. Oh no. So I have to do this to all of these because I moved all of them. Oh no, that one doesn't matter. Doesn't even have a widget. I put it inside the world. That had to be the hackiest thing I think I've done in this game. What I just did there. Not even a system to just not make it visible. I just put it under the ground. There we go. Now it's blurring it. All right, I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's good enough. I'm gonna be real. It's good enough. I feel like it's good enough. You're right. The training is above Caribbean. Why is that? Why is that actually? I set that one to -1. Oh, I'm just... I'm starting to realize that the locations of all of this are all over the place. Maybe I don't need these anymore. Hold on. I think it is based on actor location. No, it's not. What? Is it based on component location? None of this makes any sense to me. It's not making any sense. Dude, what? I don't get it. So in this case, less is more, which means we actually want this to be 197, not 196. See if that's actually the case. This doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Who cares? You know what we could do? Hold on, let's see here. Caribbean, take -1, make it -2, kablamo. Do you work? Does it work? Doesn't work. Hold on. All right, we try a little bit more. -5. Let's set it to -5. All right, here we go. Give it up for -5. It still doesn't work. Ah! No one's gonna know? Probably true. Whatever. This one's also not working. What in the world, guys? None of this makes a fucking ounce of sense. Whatever. Whatever, man. Oh, actually, you know what? I know what we could do. The layer Z order. 0. Now what? It's... What the fuck does this do? What is that? What is that? What does that do? No, like, seriously, what does that do? Because, like, it's doing nothing. That number doesn't... I bet you, if I look at the fucking C++, I bet you this shit doesn't do anything. It's just a made-up number. It's just a variable, but nothing to it. Is it supposed to be, like, less than? Oh, yeah. I'm angry. Oh, yeah. That pisses me off. So the variable isn't variable? No, it's not variable. It's not. It's not variable. It's very not able. I don't know. No idea how to fix that. Anyways, moving on. Now let's make the actual thing work. We did all this work, and we just have not even hooked up the stuff yet. So there you go. Let's get that part going. So this is S rankings completion. S rankings text block. This is going to be challenges text block, and this is going to be difficulty completed text block. Text box. Text box? Text block? Text box? Whatever, same thing. I think if the elements are on the same position as I was playing, then the Z order will kick in. I see. I see. That's weird. Anyways, moving on. Let's get this actually working. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but... You know what? Actually, I have an idea. Let's try one with a darker background. What game is this? Minecraft. Yeah, modded Minecraft. Modded Minecraft. No, it's suit for hire. Suit for hire. Suit for hire. Yeah, I guess the dark background helps a little bit, but I'm still really annoyed that the other widget is in front. I don't know why it is. Doesn't make any sense. Let's also maybe reduce the Y scale of this as well. I don't think we need 130. I think we can do. I think we can make do with 120. In fact, we've made such a great difference that I can't even tell the difference that we made, to be honest. That was so great that I can't even tell. All right, so here we go. Let's go to the report card, and we're gonna make a new, I guess, custom event, and we'll populate report card, and then we'll do chapter or series name. And then, so we're going to start with the amount of S rankings we have. Well, for one, let's get how many levels are there, and then we can make that a variable. Total levels, total challenges. Total whatever. And then, yeah, that's fine for now. So, oh shit. Break the struct, and we need two variables here. We need series name and challenges. And that's about it. Do you think you could beat Suit for Hire blindfolded? Okay, I've playtested the game a lot. I don't think I've playtested it that much to play it blindfolded. You know, probably not that much. Not a real dev when I can't even play my own game blindfolded. Sad. Array of challenge structures. Oh yeah. Here we will increment the total levels. And then we will also increment total challenges. Or add to it. And then maybe while we're doing this loop, maybe we check if you actually completed these challenges. Because then that way we don't have to loop through it again. Total challenges completed. So for each loop, I actually don't know what's inside of here. A tag. Let me see how I did it in the other places. Yeah, I don't think I could beat it blindfolded. I don't think I could do that. It'd be cool if I could, though. That'd be sick. So we're loading the game from slot. We're doing this every single time. Damn, I'm really stupid. We should just load this once. Why am I loading this every single time we load? That's crazy. Uh, was the game good for speedrunning? I'd say some of the levels are a little bit long, but generally, yeah. I think I did make some of the levels a bit longer than I would have liked, though. Kind of went against the design of the game. That's my own fault. For being a bit of a dummy. Well, I guess we'll just copy this code. I suppose we'll just copy this code. I think it's doing the same thing here. We're just looping through the challenges for that specific level. And then we're checking if this is contained within here. Okay, so we're basically doing the exact same thing. This is not the most optimized thing in the world, though. Current chapter name. So we want to check, does this contain and this? And if so, this will be challenges completed. We'll increment this. Yeah, I'm sure this won't lag. It's not the most optimized thing in the world, let me tell you. But it only runs once in the main menu, so maybe we're fine. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay. So by the end of all of this, we want to set the text block. Set text. Format. Completed. / total. And then we have total challenges. And then we have completed challenges. I should be able to see that at the very least. Oh, I'm not running the event, so obviously it's not going to work. Well, of course. That would explain it. Yeah, that would explain it, wouldn't it? At least you realize that now and not 10 minutes from now. I knew, yeah, I just didn't do it yet. You know, just a class. It's just a classic Wednesday. You know how it goes. Interesting. I'm using get widget here rather than get user widget. I actually wonder what the difference would be. Wonder what the difference would be. All right, so that will start 3 out of 9, 7 out of 21, 4 out of 21, 8 out of 12, 3 out of 12, 0 out of 5, 1 out of 7. Is that correct? Looks correct to me. This one says 7 out of 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. See, that's a pretty cool, like, I feel like that's a pretty nice thing to have, is to see your completion rate on all of the levels. Right? Right? Next, we have total levels, total challenges, challenges completed. Let's do S ratings completed. So that we'll put underneath, I guess we'll put it here. S ratings completed. So what we'll do is, okay. We're actually going to move this. We're going to do a sequence here. This is going to just check if it's the chapter name. The first sequence will check if we completed the chapter. Oh, we're going to get, it's going to get real gnarly around here, guys. I'm going to be honest. The code's about to get real gnarly. If the BR rating is 0 is D, C, B, A, S. Wait, D 4? More than or equal to 4? It's about to get real messy up in here. It's about to get real messy. And I ain't talking the soccer player. Or football, I guess, wherever you live. Ah. A lot of branches. Nice. Oh yeah, totally. Hell yeah, that's great. This is good. Very good. Yeah. Great. Put it here. Tighten it up a little bit. All right, S ratings completed. So this should now show the S ratings we've completed. And we also get the total levels, which is fantastic. So what we can do now is get the text block of the S ratings. We get total levels, total S ratings, file, save, and let's go. 0 to 4, 4 out of 5. That's not right. That's not right. 4 out of 5. What'd you say? 4 out of 5? 1, 2. Is it thinking this is an S rating? Uh-oh. Maybe I did fuck this up. Or maybe 4 is an A? I don't know. Is more than or equal to 4? 5? No, that's not right. I don't think 5 is the correct thing here. 4 out of 5. Did I use C++ or this is all blueprints? It's like 98% of it is blueprint. Do you think about in-game music? What genre did you use? I don't know what I would consider the genre to be. But I have somebody that focuses on the music for the game. And it's kind of like different genres here and there. It's like little different differences, I'd say. Best run rating. Is it more than or equal to 4? I actually don't know, because that value is showing 4, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. At least the total number is working. It's showing the total number of levels. But it's not showing me the right best run. Is it because it doesn't exist? The default 0. Um... Hmm. God, this is such a stupid way of doing things. More than or equal to 4. I think 4 is S. Maybe we're calculating our ratings wrong then. Maybe behind the scenes this stuff is all fucking messed up. Maybe this isn't actually a B. Maybe underneath the hood this thinks it thinks it's an S. This one's correct. Dude, I don't know. Which one was it? We had a level that I think was correct. This one. So ideally, this would make sense. Wait, would that make sense? What does it show for this one? 0 out of 3. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe this doesn't make sense. Maybe this should be an S. And here's my thinking. This should be an S because getting all of these S gives you an S plus. So this actually should be an S. And not an S plus. This makes sense. It's an S plus because all of them are S. I think our calculation's incorrect. Like this should be, well, I actually don't know. Maybe this would be an A. This should be an S. Uh-oh. It still doesn't explain why this shows 4 out of 5. This shows 0 out of 7, which I guess makes sense. These values didn't update. I guess the problem is, maybe I have to replay those levels. So 4, what is 4? Hold on, let me write this down. 0 is D, C, 2 is B, 3 is A, 4 is S, 5 is S plus. DCBA S plus. Let me double check. DCBA S plus. Okay, so 4 is correct. Something else is wrong. something else is horribly wrong with our system. But in theory, this is correct. It's just something else is not correct. Interesting. All right, well, I'll keep that open. Maybe I might need it. I believe, though, this is correct in terms of reading the actual numbers. I think it's just the numbers themselves are wrong. I would say it could be in part, we have 2 S's. Maybe because this one's incomplete, it counts it as a completed S. Doesn't make any sense. I wonder if this is doing something weird. I don't think so. I don't think it would. Yeah. See, like, this one I feel like should be an S. Wait, how many challenges is that showing? 0 out of 5? Oh, incomplete doesn't show the challenge number. Okay, well. Because I just haven't tested that level out yet. Yeah, this showing 4 out of 5 doesn't make sense. We got our weird code going on right now. Let's do the last thing, which is the difficulty. Let's just at least get that out of the way. So this difficulty thing needs to show you your lowest difficulty that you had. You thought making games would be easy? So this one would show veteran, and hopefully not incomplete. This one would show licensed, and then this one would show veteran. This one would show licensed. Okay, so this would be a good test here, and this one. So we need to check which one's the lowest difficulty out of all of these. That's the goal. So lowest difficulty, current lowest difficulty. Grok, make me a John Wick game. It's so funny seeing people on Twitter being like, Grok, is this real? On Twitter. It's the funniest shit, man. Fact checking using Grok. I know, it's the funniest shit. It's the funniest shit. We've devolved as a fucking humanity. Maybe we've never devolved. Maybe we were always this devolved. Think about it. Maybe we were always like this. Just we just see it more often. Okay, so from here we're gonna check the personal record difficulty completed. No. Yeah, that is the one. If this is less than the current lowest difficulty, then we shall set the current lowest difficulty. Network just helped expose it. I think that's what it is. I think that is exactly what it is. I wishlisted. Are you happy now? Yes. Thank you. I'm just happy you're here. Okay, don't you worry. You don't need to wishlist my game. My poopy top-down game. Don't buy it if you don't like that kind of game. If you're not interested. Regardless of how good Grok is, keep in mind who owns it. I would not ever use Grok. All right. For one, it's called Grok. For one, do I need to go any further? It's called Grok. I don't want to ever even be seen around anybody using Grok. Okay. That being said, I am using Twitter, which, you know, I guess am I all that much better, I guess? Grok is like crazy good though. Why is this higher than the other one? It doesn't make any sense. I just would never use an AI to fact check anything. I think that's just like the funniest thing, I think, is using an AI to fact check something. It's like, dude, you don't use the AI to fact check something. You fact check the AI. You're not supposed to use the AI to fact check. I can't even say words anymore. Fact check. Okay. I need the difficulty. Here it is. 0 equals incomplete. Amateur licensed veteran legend. Shit. I guess we are going to have to do this. I'm going to have to copy this function and put it inside of the report card. Chapter completion index. Huh? What the fuck does that even mean? What is the chapter completion index? Oh, I set it to an index. Why? Why? Let's just skip this one. There are actually jobs out there where you fact check the AI. Of course there is. Of course. Of course there would be. My problem is that if there's a level that has not been completed yet, it's going to set itself to incomplete. Which I guess makes sense. That would be technically your lowest difficulty. Whatever. Let's just fucking do it, man. And then my stomach. I'm getting hungry, dude. I'm getting so fucking hungry, man. Yeah. He's complaining. It's fine. I don't know if incomplete is the actual thing we want to do here. I might want to... I think I might have to +1 this. All of these are veteran. Okay, so we are going to want to +1 this. Licensed is the lowest difficulty. Licensed is the lowest. Veteran, licensed, the lowest in here. Veteran, licensed. I kind of want to try out a level on amateur just to see if it works. Okay, so we'll go. Guys, it crashed. My engine crashed. What do you mean? What do you mean it just crashed and then immediately set my focus to OBS? That would never happen in UE5? What do you mean? I hope I saved everything. Well, at least you're not a VTuber. Imagine it shows my face all of a sudden. Oh, that'd be funny. Well, that wouldn't be funny, but you know. Okay, everything's saved. Okay, but like, what happened? Okay, but like, okay, the logo's still there for some reason. All right, but like, okay, but like, what happened? I'm in the floor. I got an S plus. Yep. Licensed. Guys, it's not supposed to be licensed. It's supposed to be amateur. More like a RAM leak issue. If you keep it open for too long, the thing consumes all 256 gigabytes. What the hell kind of... What kind of leak do you have, man? That's not a leak. That's a whole ass, like... flooding. It's a whole ass flooding right there, brother. Why is that show license? Is it because it shows coming soon? I'm just gonna assume it works, guys. Guys, I'm just gonna assume it works. Oh. I'm starting to understand why everything was being added way more than it was. Yeah. Yeah, it's all starting to make sense now. Did I do that correctly? I don't know if I did. We were looping through the thing multiple times. Which would, I guess, explain it. I guess that would explain why the S Plus was showing multiple. Okay, so now we got 3 S Pluses. I believe that is correct. 1 out of 3, which is this one. 1 out of 5, which is this one. And it's now showing the correct difficulty. All right, so it was actually not the rating. It was just me. It's just me. Yeah, I'm a bit stupid. Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm a little dumb a little bit, you know, sometimes. Woo! Okay. Is that everything? I do want to make it so if you complete them, they become green. So if you completed all the challenges and stuff, they become green. So let me add that to the list, but when a section is completed, set to green I was gonna say set to green and strike through, but set it to green. Yeah. Dude, I'm so hungry right now. I'm gonna eat some. I'm gonna eat some fucking bacon. Maybe I'll make myself pancakes. Pancakes for dinner? Yo, the game dev diet. Not any like fucking salad and shit, you know? Devlogs, they always like, oh, dude, I made like a salad with quinoa and it's got like fucking nuts and like 30 grams of protein of like natural shit. Nah, man, pancakes and bacon, brother. And maple syrup. And cinnamon. Yep. All right, it works. We are so pogging out. Now, do I like it? Not really, but hey, at least it shows you like how many things you completed in the level, so I guess that's kind of cool. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Actually, carnivore diet works. I think if I did the carnivore diet, I would probably clog up my heart arteries and I would die. Yeah, because of all the fat. And I'd go broke, which, you know, would probably happen no matter what. You know, I would probably, yeah. 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 I'd probably go broke. All right. We're starting to get a bunch of blue check marks everywhere. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a new build because I believe I also fixed the bug in the dragon breath level where like it doesn't continue spawning the enemies. I believe I fixed it. This to-do list is cringe. What do you mean it's cringe? What part of it is cringe? Just mark it off and release it? Dude, we're getting there, all right? We're getting there. We got 12 days. Probably going to get a bunch of work done tonight. Maybe. I do have to do a little bit of contract work. I was out, and then they pulled me back in. So, yeah, I'll probably have to do a little bit of that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah. I gotta go eat something. I'm hungry. Good progress. Good progress. Good progress. I think. Yes. I'm gonna do a little bit of contract work, and then I'll probably get back to this. No Marvel Rivals, just work. Listen, I haven't been playing that much Marvel Rivals. I only played at like nighttime. Wait, where am I? I only put at night. I got 22 hours in the past 2 weeks. That's about 11 hours per week. That means that's about 2 hours per day, give or take. Which is mostly on the weekend. That's mostly on the weekend. Fuck this game though. I'm perpetually stuck in like GM2, GM1 because I suck and other people really suck. They're like really bad. Anyways, goodbye. I'll see you guys later. And by later, I mean tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean tomorrow afternoon. Probably. Yeah. All right, goodbye. Take it easy. I'm going to go eat pancakes. Probably. Or maybe Korean fried chicken.